back to News Geelong as we turn to the action-packed world of Geelong sport and our own flying hawk, Nathan Curry. Good evening, Nathan.
Thanks very much, Rollo. I'm down here at the Geelong Cricket Club to catch up with Coach Damien Shanahan after 3 of his 4 sides made the semi-finals.
Oh, it was fantastic. Obviously, Melbourne at full strength. Never going to be an easy challenge for us. And the way we went about it on Saturday to make 428 was testament to our batting list. And obviously, Tom Elliott's innings was superb, and Hayden Butterworth, jumping into a really big partnership with him, and to get his debut, first 1100 was tremendous.
Was it the plan to come out firing like that in the first day?
Oh, I think the plan was always to bat as big as we could. Obviously, we were looking for a 300-plus score, and just with the partnerships that were developed, made sure that we got to the business end of it, and obviously set us up really well.
You said last week the club championships give you the best chance to win premierships, and you've certainly proved that this weekend with 3 teams still in the race. Yeah,
absolutely. Disappointing for our third 11 not to get through. A really strong side, the third 11, with some great young talent. So to have 3 out of the 4, we'll take that every week. And obviously to have the opportunity at semi-finals this weekend to get through to the big dance, the grand final the week after, be all full steam ahead trying to get there.
The first semi-final opponent, Frankston, managed to knock off top side St Kilda. Do you expect them to be up and about?
Yeah, absolutely. Magnificent win by them, and obviously it was a really close game, 160 odd to 8 for 160 or 8 for 170 when they passed them. So, Frankston, it was a bit of a surprise packet. They just snuck into the finals, but they definitely do have a quality list of players, and it's going to be another big challenge for us. So we need to make sure we move on from the weekend pretty quickly. Obviously, take the confidence out of it, but make sure that we prepare really well and give ourselves every opportunity to get through to a grand final.
Finally, Merrick Buchanan and Corey Ogle have been selected in the team to take on the West Indies in the under-19s. What sort of work have they been doing to achieve that? Do you think they could play in next year's World Cup?
They both had magnificent seasons. Both represented the Geelong Cricket Club in the first 11 as 17-year-olds and 16-year-olds back at the start of the season. So we've given them the opportunity, I suppose, to expose them at that level. They definitely didn't let themselves down on the club down. They did a fantastic job when they were available. And they're both obviously leaders at Geelong Grammar School and being on sports scholarships there to better their cricket and their football and their education. So they're both very, very hard workers and have got magnificent talent. So they'll go a long, long way, and it's a privilege for the cricket club to have a couple of young players at that high calibre. Being able to participate and head off to Dubai in the April school holidays to take on the West Indies in a prelim sort of World Cup squad.
Thanks for your time, Shanners, and good luck this weekend, mate. Well, News Geelong had the pleasure of catching up with New St Joseph Football Club coach Russell Robertson, former Melbourne star, as he took to the field in their first practice match.
Yeah, look, the Joeys, I've really enjoyed my time so far meeting these bunch of young men, really. That's what they are. And look, I guess I've played a lot of senior football at AFL level, and now just making a foray into country league football, and just really enjoying the difference between the two. AFL is very, very professional these days. Country football is looking at that model, trying to take it to a level, a degree, I guess, but still retaining that thing that is, enjoyable club vibe football, which is great.
Russell, for our viewers, your journey since you left Melbourne, the AFL level?
Look, I went up to Shepparton and played at the Lemnos Swans, Shepparton Swans, for a year, and that was basically for a mate, really, Adam Uze, who I played a lot of football with at the Demons, gave me a call and said, look, my cousin is coaching this team, would you like to come up and have a kick and a giggle? And I said, look, that'd be great. I just drove up once a week, played the game, and I did enjoy, I guess, the country vibe, the family vibe of the football club, but I realised that you can hear the crowd a lot more when you're playing in the country. You hear the insults a little bit more, so didn't enjoy that side of it. But since then, approached by St Joseph's, and hadn't really put much thought to coaching, but Anthony, missing a good friend of mine, changed my mind on it.
St Joseph's missed out in the finals last year, obviously with the younger squad again this year that have developed far better. Players like Joseph McCullough, I've noticed already bulking himself up. Looking forward to a big year in 2R11.
Look, Joe, he's been fantastic. A lot of young kids around here have sort of taken it on their own to get into the gym and realise that you need to be strong over the ball in this league. And it can't just rock up and have a kick and a muck around. You have to actually do some things that get you better, and that's getting in the gym, taking your protein sort of shakes. I noticed the boys have been doing that. I've been really surprised at their professionalism. There's a feel around this football club that they're really disappointed, and they want to turn it around. I think they want to turn the culture around. That was my one thing when I got here, is I wanted to change the culture, and they've really followed suit. So yeah, we're developing the young kids, definitely.
Are GFL followers, and more importantly St Joseph's Football Club followers, going to see a new style of play from St Joseph's Football Club?
I just think they're going to see a team that is more about the game of football and less about the other things that can disrupt, and that's worrying about the umpires and poor bugger me attitudes. I wanted to change the attitudes of the guys around here and the way they approach their training, that playing for this football club is a privilege. The supporters love coming down here, and we need to put in an effort on the ground that represents that love for the jumper. I think in the last couple of years they've been expecting that they'd just play in a grand final. It didn't happen, they didn't win, and there was this attitude that feeling sorry for themselves. I've sort of put in a bit of a program that is pretty much, you know, you'll only get out of it what you put in, and I think the boys have been fantastic this pre-season, the way they've come to training with enthusiasm and excitement and a real vibe that is, we're going to work hard, and the only way we're going to win a premiership is if we actually work hard and match these really superior teams in this competition, which are the South Bowens of the world. You
mentioned South Bowen, August 9th. It's a kickstart to GFL season, but April 25th, Anzac Day, St Joseph's and South Bowen in the big Anzac Day clash. It could be a really battle of the Titans.
Well, I hope so. Look, I just really hope that the way the Joeys start off the season is with some, really good football. I can only hope. I can only hope that what I've put in place here works. The boys have really tried their hardest to do exactly what I say. I can see it in their eyes, their enthusiasm when they're training, that they're trying their hardest to do it, and that's all I can really ask from guys. But yeah, you're right. Round 3 is going to be a magnificent battle. I think I'm a little bit nervous about it now, to be honest with you. All I've heard since I've got down here is the professionalism that the South Bowen boys have, and I told the Joeys fellas, you know, if you want to get to that level, you need to really start looking at that model, and you can't just rock up and have a kick around and muck around and go home early. You need to start getting professional about your football. And look, they're fantastic the way they went about winning that round robin thing just recently, the country football competition. They won that, and they beat some really good sides, so obviously they're hitting their straps. It's going to be great.
Thanks for your time, Robbo, and good luck for season 2011. That's it for sport this Wednesday night. I'll be back on Friday night, but until then, as always, it's back to you, Rollo.
Thank you, Nathan. And now the latest weather information for the coming week in and around Geelong and District. A very good evening to sparkling Lani Salathiel. Good evening, Lani.
Thank you, Graham. As our autumn weather continues in and around Geelong, let's look at the week ahead. Tomorrow, Thursday, will be a partly cloudy day with a top of 19. For Friday, will be cloudy with isolated showers in the morning and a top temperature expected to be 20. Starting off the weekend on Saturday, it will be partly cloudy with a top of 21. On Sunday, it will be cloudy with areas of rain developing in Geelong, a top of 23. For the start of next week, Monday will be a cloudy day with areas of rain tending to scattered showers later in the day, with a maximum of 21. And Tuesday will be a cloudy day with some scattered showers again and a cool temperature of just 17. Today it was a partly cloudy day with isolated showers clearing during this afternoon and a top temperature of 19. And that's the weather for tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and it's back to you, Graham.
Thank you, Lani. And thank you for being with us on News Geelong. Happy birthday to one of our cameramen, Herbert Corona, on his big 3-0, yes, 30 years of age. Congratulations, Herbert, and remember, take your time and smell the flowers. From all the team at News Geelong, have a pleasant evening and a very good night.